Welcome back, family. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy T 1111 Energy. Okay. I love you and the divine loves you. Soul Tribe Collective. Take it how you like. Okay. Man, thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful, y'all. This is the channel message. While they were watching you, they were being watched. This is what I heard. Okay. I was like, and I had wrote it down when I heard it because I was like, what? Listen, I feel like somebody, because you were so targeted, they know that people are going to come after you. Do you know you are making it easy for these investigators to catch these culprits because the culprits are constantly trying to be up in around your energy for whatever reason, okay? This is what I heard. While they were watching you, they were being watched, okay? So only take it how it resonates, okay? It may not be your message. If it's not a problem, okay? So only take what resonates with your life and let the rest ride. Okay, let's go on and tap in, family, because I am, ooh wee, this is good juice. I'm like, ooh, I want to know, I want to know. Okay, family, I call upon the divine, my ancestors, angels, spiritual guides, to stand with me and within me as I deliver these messages. Only what serves truth, healing, and understanding for the highest good is welcomed here, and so it is. Ashe. Okay, family. So yes, while they were watching you, whoever this they is, okay, it could be anybody, okay, it could be anybody, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a chosen one, and a lot of people are gonna say, I'm chosen, nah. I'm just gonna back you up right now there, family, okay? And not you per se, but you got a lot of people running around here talking about they was chosen and shit, but them motherfuckers ain't did none of. Look, if that chosen path, that is the path least sought, okay? So when people be talking about, oh yeah, I'm chosen, I done, you have to just sit there and be like, okay, don't argue with them, okay, because they could be chosen. But when it comes to the path you wrong, shit, all eyes were on you. I heard Tupac just say it, all eyes were on you, okay, family? So let's see. Look, Spirit told me to start with this one, okay? We're gonna start with this deck. Because I feel like a lot of people right now are like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because they always been hawking you your whole damn life. Just been hawking you, honey. Hawking you. Okay? For real, family. And these are people. Now, here's what I'm picking up on, right? It ain't just been your average Joe Blow. It's been them folks that knew that you were the trendsetter. And I don't mean to say trendsetter like that, but like you're the one that comes in. Oh wow, why hear the big stepper? That's crazy. Folks was like you was the big stepper. How whatever that means to you, okay? But yeah, while they were watching you, they were being watched. Ooh, let's get to it. What is this energy here, spirit? Please and thank you. While they was watching you, they was getting watched. So while they plan and listen, oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. While they looking at you, your phones tapping into your shit, they getting watched on the back end. Folks is wondering how these folks are going down like this. Is because they attached to your devices, not knowing you getting watched. That's not funny, but it is. It's like, damn. So whoever thought they was gonna be fucking with you, they getting fucked with now. Whoever thought they was watching you are now finding out that they have been being watched. Somebody's been watching somebody watch you. Damn. Planning. Look, they've been planning. Ooh, look. I feel like this is like an not investigators, but like a whole. Wow, I just heard that. Whoever been watching you, family, they about to be caught up in a huge ass indictment. So while they were strategizing on you, somebody was strategizing, planning on them. Okay, tell me more. Ooh, what is this? I can't make it up. Clear mind, clear heart. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, look, people be planning and all that, okay? Strategizing and shit, right? While you over here minding your business, drinking your water, taking your vitamins, staying to yourself. You moving around with a clear mind, clear heart. Okay, and that's very insightful to many, all right? You have a lot of clarity because your clarity comes through your truth. Once you speak the truth, it's a done data. You don't have to keep on worrying about it because the truth never changes. It really doesn't. I promise you, the truth never changes. It is what it is. I don't care how many times they spin the question, spin, and want you to spin an answer. It's going to come back out the truth. These folks up in here, see, you've been, oh, I picked that energy up just now. Damn, you've been ranting and raving, and I don't want to say like that, but you've been hollering from the top of your lungs about some shit, and motherfuckers thought you was playing. They thought you was playing. hmm Until they were like, okay, well, let's you look, you got the ringing that cowbell. Where's my bell? It ain't even over here. Hold on, I want to get it though. You got the ringing that bell. Ding and ding and ding. They was like, okay, they can't be calling Wolf. Okay, family, you couldn't be calling Wolf. You wasn't calling Wolf. You wasn't crying Wolf. Yeah. Now they was like, oh, hell no. They got to seeing your track. Look, everywhere. Look. Oh, I just heard that. So listen. They wanted to see what you was talking about. These people been tapped in on your phone. They've been listening to the, like, oh, I just heard. Damn. Listen to what I just heard. You've been calling people, getting the run around on shit, getting thrown to the left, thrown to the right, thrown under the bus, okay? People playing in your energy, playing on the phone, knowing that they ain't doing shit, ain't doing their jobs, okay? You done complained about it. You've been talking about your mail. You've been talking about all kind of shit, right? People were intentionally targeting you. Don't make no mistake about it, okay? Once you got to ringing that cowbell, okay? They was like, okay, this person cannot be making this shit up. They are not going to just keep contacting us. I don't know who you been contacted, okay? Whether it was your angel, ancestor, spiritual team, and they got the message out for you, the divine creator, or if you just literally was contacting everybody and anybody that you could contact, they started tapping your shit. I feel like because of you, other folks is getting caught. Because let me tell you, they didn't even know that you was being watched. That's what it was. They didn't know that you was being watched. Folks is like, shit, they line tapped. That's what they tell them. Oh God, their line is tapped. And your line is tapped. Your line is tapped. Have them peaceful vibes with that clarity. Okay? And with that heart full of integrity. Yeah. There's about to be no more drama in your life. So have a calm mind. Oh, I love this energy. Okay? Peaceful vibes. No more drama. Calm mind. Soul alignment. Let me tell you. You can plan on that. Okay? With that planning right there, you can plan on that. Because you were under a spiritual attack as I just saw it. Look at that. Mind games. Look at that. Look at that. Planning. That's them. Gaslighting. Okay. Testing you every time you turned around. Analyzing you. Okay. Trying to put you through some sort of emotional instability. Trying to make you emotionally unstable. And that's what they was planning. And that's what they've been doing. Now they're finding out they was being watched. Ooh wee. Now, now you got people out here sick and tired of being sick and tired. No, don't get sick and tired now. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay, that's that energy. Yeah. So now they're over it because look. You know that what we talk about when folks be on your helmet every time you look up, you go somewhere, they right in your face, you looking like, damn, now what? You know what I'm saying? Because they just want to see how you gonna move, what you gonna say. They waiting to catch you, stepping off that square onto a rectangle. That's not your energy though. You've learned to balance out all the chaos around you. So when people come around you and they're chaotic, you kind of just learn. It's something about you, family. You just learn how to sit back and just look. And be like, all right, you know, you don't put a lot of energy and effort into it. These people don't know what to do right now because now they tired. Now they tired, okay? Because the decisions that they made, see, they didn't know you was being watched. Mm-hmm. Ruh-roh. Now they got a no contact clause on their ass. No contact, okay? No contact, family. No contact clause. Don't contact, don't do shit, don't back up. Back up. Everybody got to back up. Because see, they tried to frame your ass for some bullshit. Okay, they tried to make it look like you was doing something you wasn't. You about the boringest person on the planet. And I don't want to say you're boring because you know you entertain yourself. You don't need a bunch of people to entertain you. You are your own entertainment. So these people are sitting here like, well, this motherfucker barely even go outside. This motherfucker, you know, and when they do, it's like a handle your business and back to the crib. Many of y'all are homebodies, and I love that energy because ain't nothing in the streets. Okay, ain't nothing in the streets, and you're at this age now where you ain't supposed to be in the streets anyway. For whomever's resonating with this, okay? You came back together with yourself. I feel like many of you are getting a fresh start with yourself. You're giving yourself a second chance, and you're moving with good vibes only. You starting to love on yourself more than you can love on anybody else. You're also starting to look at the people that you've been loving on. Okay, could be these, you know, friends. Okay, I feel a romantic friend here. And you looking at them now like, yeah, my piece ain't really worth it. You know, like you ain't matching it, baby. You ain't like, you know what I'm saying? There's more to it than what somebody's trying to offer you for whoever this message is resonating with. So you taking all your energy back from this energy. And you're like, nah, I want to give myself a fresh start. I'd rather give myself a second chance, you know, because I'm moving with good vibes only. I don't have time for all this weird, wishy-washy back and forth. You just, please move around. I'm good. Okay, that's that energy. You're like, I love it too. I love it too, family, because let me tell you, you're so much more, you're worth so much more than what you've been getting. Okay? This is another energy that's just playing mind games. I feel like this energy that's out here, I feel like they're kind of like a liar. I think this is a big liar, okay? For some of y'all, you've been dealing with possibly a masculine energy that you don't need to deal with. Let that go. Okay, for somebody here, let that go, all right? Yeah, I can't make it up. Let that go. You've been dealing with somebody that you know you need to let go. You know this person don't mean you no good, and if they did, it's just to benefit them. That's a dead end. Okay? This person's a red flag. Also, these people out here that's been getting watched, they know they red flags. See, there's a no contact clause. I'm telling you, there's somebody here they cannot contact you. They ain't nobody supposed to be contacting you, because what it's gonna do is gonna mess up this case. This is what it is. See, somebody might be wanting to contact you behind some case that they are now caught up in because, see, they didn't know that your phone was tapped. Your phone was tapped because of all the toxic shit they were saying. Look. All the toxic shit they have been saying about you, family, right, had your ass under investigation. Motherfuckers is looking at you and you like, man, I ain't doing shit. Because you really don't be doing shit. I promise you, you don't. You stay so ducked off, tucked off for whoever this is. And y'all remember, look, my daughter told me about this song called Ducked Off. And she was like, Mom, you gonna like this song. I was like, and it was like, nah, 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 they come around me. Just look it up, y'all. I ain't gonna mess the man song up. I'm not about to do that. But it's called Ducked Off. You're ducked off all the time. You don't have time to be out in them streets and be doing nothing else. And especially at this day and age and at this time. You may have been, out there, when you was growing up, as you should. You was young, you were, but shoot, there's a time where you mature. These people got caught up. There's a no contact clause right now. I cannot make it up. There's a detective on the job. There's a no contact clause or something like that. Y'all know what it's called. I ain't all legal like that. Yeah, They got caught up for their toxic fucking environment. See, they was trying to paint you out to be toxic. These motherfuckers was toxic as hell. Ugh, I can't stand them kind of people. You know, they want to drag you down because they life is shit. Okay, and when I say that, I don't mean like from a anything, but like the shit they do, the things they get involved in. You feel what I'm saying, family? The things they get involved in, trying to chase a bag. There's just some shit like I'm like, look, I ain't got time. You know, everybody's gonna have an opinion, just like everybody got that what hole, right? So with that being the case, you had people out here trying to throw you under the bus because they wanted to take the attention off of their punk asses, not knowing that you've been being watched. They gonna follow you. Listen, you somebody's asset. I just heard that word. I don't know what that means, but you're somebody's asset or something like that. Tell me what that means to y'all if you know what I'm talking about, okay? But you're somebody's asset. You've been being watched. A detective then caught a lot of people up in a lot of toxic ass lies, manipulation, and deceit. Somebody found out they was getting bad advice when it came to you from some very low vibrational emotional leeches, okay? Karmic relationship, ex-lover, partner type energies. They got caught up. Look, and look what come flipping over. Let's see it together. Look, yes, now they want to think about you because you in this peaceful vibe. See, you've always had clarity, and Spirit has always had your back. How dare I know I didn't? Spirit has always had your back. You've always been protected because you move with integrity and you ain't about the weird shit, family. I'm telling you, it's like it takes too much to be doing some shit that's gonna land you somewhere for a little of nothing, okay? Spirit's got you, okay? You have been protected and you see the signs and you know that you are being guided. You've been that way. You've been that way. Can't nobody say nothing different. You've been that way. You've always been, you know what I'm saying? I had, you ain't even wired. Somebody had told me that a long time ago, you ain't even wired like that. And you know, I was looking at it like, well, what does that mean? So, you know, evidently I ain't wired like that, right? Exactly. You ain't even wired like that. So the things that they were telling people about you, playing mind games, lying, trying to throw the attention off of them onto you, had folks investigating you, and they was like, well, hold the fuck up. And then they tried to fucking hack your shit and steal your shit and make it look like you really had something to do with something, and you really fucking didn't. You really fucking didn't, okay? This person now, they thinking about you. I'm telling you, this is some X energy. You done had a few X's for some of y'all, okay? And these X's, don't think that when investigations go down, family, they don't go around to your neighbors, your friends, your old bosses, your old school teachers, if they still living, okay? If they are, great. If not, rest in peace. But nevertheless, yeah, now folks over here thinking about you because you've always been this peace. You've always been like a peaceful person, or the person that would come in with peace, okay? You want to break up the fight. You want to break up the argument. You know, you want to get everybody to get on the same level of just, can't we all get along, right? Somebody over here thinking like right now, like, nah, that ain't even their energy. That ain't they stilo. Now they missing you. Now they grieving and shit. Fixated on you, manifesting a reunion or hoping to get one. That's why this bad boy came out back together. You got an ex that's wishing that y'all was back together. No, thank you. I feel like, yeah, you about to be dating and look, feeling it again. See, so this is giving me the energy, family. You've been off the market. Okay, you've been off the market for a while, but you're starting to get your bearings back. Okay, you're starting to get you're starting to get your second wind. You've given yourself a new fresh start, a second chance here, okay? Some of y'all are getting ready to start getting back out there because I feel like this, with this energy shift, you're going to be finding people that are more in alignment with you the way you are now versus when you was dealing with these people. Because see, you could have been for a moment guilty by association. Message. Because, you know, that's why they tell you be careful of the company you be keeping, fam. I'm telling you. Look, I will, you know, my father used to say, oh, with that Trey name. Every time I hear him say my name, Trey, I'd be like, whatever. That's a whole boy's name. But anyway, it's really not. It could be, whatever, short for Tracy, whatever, right? But he'd be like, Trey, whatever you do it by yourself. Okay, that's how my dad be talking. Okay, whatever you do it by yourself. Unless family, you have a physical partner and you gonna do something physical with that partner, right? But other than that, you can do it by yourself. hmm You were a guilty by association. That's why they were so hot on your ass. Cause look, everybody had all this information pertaining to you. And you ain't did shit. But that was a distraction. That was to take the heat off of them. But see, here's what they failed to realize, right? There was some contradiction going on. There was some contradiction going on with this investigation with this detective. Because let me tell you, the detective was looking like, damn, wait a minute. Y'all said this person over here was what? And they was like, yeah, they was over there. We followed them here. We followed them there. Then they went right back home. Or we followed them here. We followed them there. They went and ate something and went back home. We followed them here. We followed them there. And the detective's like, well, these motherfuckers over here is saying this is the person that's whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, baby. Yeah. They didn't know you was being watched. And like I said, your phones is tapped like a mom. They know who you talk to, what you talk about, and every fucking thing. They sure do. They sure do. They know everything. So I feel like, family, you was dealing with a bunch of kind of like hating ass energies. I keep grabbing that. And a lot of it is feminine energy. You got some men up in that energy as well. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, well, you got some men up in there with some feminine energy. Message. Okay. But yes, yes, I feel like these were and I'm not saying you were doing what they were doing, but see, you were guilty by association. I'm telling you, you was guilty by association. I promise you. And you have been being looked at and everything, and everybody's looking like, well, damn, this motherfucker don't really do too much. Some of y'all be in the house weeks at a time and shit because you don't have a need to get outside, you know? Especially if you are trying to, you know what I'm saying? Stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on whatever it is. You really staying focused for in case anything do come up, you can be like, okay, well, what's the word? You know what I'm saying? Hey, they can say, what they want to say, but really what's the word type energy. Somebody feel like they just there's a no contact clause. That's what I keep hearing. There's a no contact clause. What does that mean? Why do I hear that? What's no contact clause? Okay, let me see something. Y'all drop it in the comments while I do some research over here, okay? Okay? Because I keep hearing a no contact clause. What the? Let's jump into this. A no contact clause can refer to very different legal concepts as court order issued for personal safety. What the hell? Hold on, baby. I didn't know that's what that was. Hold on, we're gonna read it. I'm sorry. A no contact clause can refer to two different legal concepts. A court order issued for personal safety, often related to either DV, no trigger, hope not, stalking, or harassment. Ooh, damn. Or a contractual provision used in business or employment agreements. Yeah, I kept hearing a no contact clause. I'm like, what does that mean? Well, look, family, I'm like I said, I'm not the legal person, but yeah, that's what's going down. There was a no contact clause. Okay, when that no contact clause order and all that stuff came out, let me tell you what that was behind. You were violated. You were violated, okay? You might end up getting your phone number back. You might end up getting your email back. You might end up getting your pictures back after they go through all your shit. Okay? Message. All right? But if they was trying to sit up here and put you in a situation or being around people and you just don't move like that, you ain't never moved like that. Never. You've never been that energy. Even your fucking and on the chime. Even your fucking energy enemies will say that ain't never really been your energy if they are prompted to tell the truth. Okay, only if they're prompted to tell the truth, because you are dealing with a bunch of people that be gaslighting, lying, stealing, committing fraud, doing all kind of shit here. Okay, it's like when it comes to you and them. Oh yeah, you a whole angel. You a whole earth angel, just a for those of you that don't even feel like you're an earth angel, you a whole angel compared to some of these people. hmm They like, oh no, that's baby Jesus right there. Okay, you are not the one. So these people are like, damn, because they were into a lot of shit. I feel like that's why, things are in the future, and I see this, I feel this, I love this energy, because see, you've always been that clear energy, that clear, honest, you don't you are you. Okay, you are you. Sometimes you could come off kind of strong, that personality, you know what I'm saying, but you're you. You ain't never tried to act like nobody else. You ain't never tried to fit in nobody else's shoes. You ain't never tried to hang out with the crowd. If anything, you done told the crowd, hey, I wouldn't go there today or tonight. If I got a feeling, you know what, you that kind of person that, girl, we going out, yeah, I'm going out, and then when the call come in, everybody still laying in their same spot. That part. Okay, you could be this masculine energy, yeah, 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 man, I'll be over there, and the next thing you know, you on your couch with a nice beer or whatever you drinking, sitting back Netflixing and chilling. That was you being spiritually guided. Yes, there's a no contact clause. That's what I heard. And there it is. No contact. Okay, family. So, yeah, I feel like many of you are now going to step outside that shell once you feel that you can. Okay, because there's still a lot of stuff going on. Now, I'm not going to say, that you're not already thinking about it or whatever, okay? But if you're not thinking about it, then just don't take that part of the message. But for those of you who are thinking about it, because I feel like you are going to meet somebody this holiday season, when I'm looking at these red flowers, it could be Valentine's Day, it could be this upcoming holiday, it could even be New Year's, okay? Because with this new love, new year, okay? So new love, new year, okay? Something here, you could be opening up to having more fun, okay? Putting yourself back on the market, however you see fit. And I don't mean like market like that, like not like that, but like, out there dating, meeting, mingling with people. Yeah, you starting to feel it again, okay? You're starting to feel you are feeling the weight of these people being lifted up off you. That's what I'm telling you. Message, okay? This is a real connection. You ain't playing around with nobody. This is a real connection, because first and foremost, you gave yourself the second chance. Some of y'all literally went through a second chance program. I just heard that too. Okay. And you really gave yourself the second chance. You gave yourself a fresh start. I heard that too. Some of y'all had a fresh start program. Okay. Yes, or we're in one. Take it how it resonates though. But this is a real connection, okay? And this is one where you started learning to love yourself. You got to love yourself before you can love somebody else. And that's the facts. You take the good, you take the bad, you mix it up, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. Okay, that kind of energy. Many of y'all now, you gonna have sparks flying. These people over here, they did not know. They did not know. You may have even tried to hint to it, like, damn, why my shit be, and this feel like, and and people, you crazy. They was calling you crazy. I'm telling you, they was calling you crazy. Sure was. Yeah, I can't make it up. It was self-love or toxic love. Guess what you picked? Wow. Guess what you picked? It was either self-love or toxic love, family. You've had that toxic partnership in these relationships and dealing with all these people and shit. You didn't even fit in with them. That's why they didn't really want to invite you to the party. Okay, they did not want to invite you to the party, okay, because they already knew they had some damn addictions that was gonna be up in there, that was gonna have your whole one eyebrow stuck up in the air like okay, you were gonna see the dysfunction out the gate. They didn't want you to come to the party, so yeah, you chose self-love. You chose self-love because self-love comes with that trust and that truth. Ain't no future in your fronting. Okay, security. All right, your home. Okay, especially when you bond with yourself. You know, when you out here trying to like, "Ugh, I don't. Okay, I'm not good at fitting in. I am not. I'd be too busy trying to, you know. And I don't know who's gonna resonate with this energy, but even somebody here, you ain't never learned how to just like have fun because your mind is always thinking about what you could be doing besides wasting time. Like something about you having fun could be feeling like wasting time or some shit. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Yeah. But you're right now in the season of where you're repairing your heart. You're healing. Okay. You're healing and your love wins and you are building trust. Okay. And not just trust with others, but there's a saying here. You know, a lot of people, family, they can't even trust their fucking self. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Like, you know, a lot of people can't trust themselves. That's where that doubt come in. See, when you get to going back and forth, and you thinking to yourself, and that's doubt. Okay, so you got a lot of people out here that they can't even trust themselves, let alone trust somebody else. So I feel like spirit has had you back all the way up off of everybody through this no contact clause over here, and folks saw you pulled out of the picture. Like, okay, we done followed this motherfucker everywhere. They don't do shit. Like, you might, you know, get in the car, take you a ride, bump you some music or something, but your area is just very centered. It's like you either go west, you gonna drive north, south, east, or west to come. You know what I mean? Type energy. You're not just out there like that, man. Yes, there is a no contact clause. And I'm telling you, these people did not know that you was being watched. So whoever was watching you, they were being watched. Now that's a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing, and that means for any and everybody. Yeah, they watching you and they getting watched. Yeah, that's the energy. Okay, family. So I'm gonna leave that message here. Hopefully, you know, just take it as it resonates or not. Okay. Hopefully, it brings you some clarity. If you're in this energy of you feeling like something a little off, there's your message. All right. Okay. Thank you for being here. I love you, and the divine loves you. Let's close out. I call my power back. I release the weight of the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted and grounded in my truth. I am whole. I am becoming. And so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.